What if your entire engineering team could think inside the same AI brain at the same time? That's not science fiction. That's Claude Cowork, and nothing else does what it does. Every AI assistant today, GPT-4, Gemini, Copilot, is a single-player experience. One person, one chat, one context window. The moment you close the tab, your colleague starts over from scratch. That's the fundamental problem Claude Cowork solves. Claude Cowork is Anthropic's answer to this. It's a shared, persistent AI workspace. Think of it like a Google Doc, but instead of a document, you're sharing a live Claude conversation. Multiple teammates can read, contribute, and build on the same context simultaneously. Here's how the architecture works. A workspace owner creates a co-work session. Claude maintains a single shared context tree. Each participant, engineer, PM, designer, connects via their own client, but all read from and write to the same Claude instance. Messages are synchronized in real time. The killer feature is persistent shared context. Claude's 200,000 token context window doesn't reset when someone new joins. An engineer can ask Claude to explain a bug, then a PM can immediately ask follow-up questions, and Claude already knows the full technical background. Compare that to ChatGPT Teams or Copilot Chat. Both offer per-user AI access, but each person's conversation is siloed. There is no native mechanism for shared, live context across team members. Claude Cowork is the first AI product purpose-built for synchronous team collaboration. Cowork sessions are accessible via the Claude API using the Cowork session object. You post a /v1/cowork/sessions to create one, passing a session name, participant emails, and a shared system prompt. The API returns a session ID and a join URL you share with teammates. One underrated capability: role-aware contributions. Each participant can be assigned a role, engineer, reviewer, stakeholder in the session config. Claude adjusts its response depth and vocabulary per role. An engineer gets stack traces, a PM gets plain English impact summaries. Same question, tailored answers. You define roles in the participants array when creating a session. Each participant object takes an email and a role string. Claude's system prompt can then reference these roles using the cowork.participant.role variable, giving you fine-grained control over how Claude frames each response. Here's a real-world flow. A production incident happens at 2 a.m. The on-call engineer opens a Cowork session and pastes the error logs. Claude diagnoses the root cause. The engineering manager joins. Claude immediately summarizes the situation for them. The CTO joins 30 seconds later and gets an exec-level status update. 0 re-explaining. Cowork also supports asynchronous replay. If you miss a session, you can rejoin and ask Claude to summarize what happened. Claude generates a structured recap, decisions made, open questions, action items based on the full conversation history. It's a meeting notes feature baked into the AI itself. Claude Cowork integrates natively with Claude AI projects. A Cowork session can be pinned to a project, inheriting all of that project's uploaded documents and knowledge files. Your team's runbooks, architecture docs, and API specs are instantly in context for every participant from the first message. The full integration stack looks like this. Your Claude project holds long-term knowledge, docs, specs, codebases. A Cowork session sits on top, giving your team live shared access. Each participant's IDE or browser is a client, and the Claude API ties everything together for custom tooling. Security matters for enterprise teams. Cowork sessions support SSO via SAML 2.0 and OAuth 2.0. Session data is encrypted at rest using AES 256 and in transit with TLS 1.3. Session owners can set expiry times. Sessions auto-terminate after a defined idle period, so sensitive context doesn't linger. How does Cowork fit into pricing? It's available on the Claude Team and Enterprise plans. Team plan starts at $30 per user per month and supports up to 5 concurrent Cowork participants per session. Enterprise unlocks unlimited participants, custom data retention, and dedicated capacity. The analogy that clicks for most people, Claude Cowork, is to AI assistants what Figma was to design tools. Before Figma, designers emailed files back and forth. After Figma, everyone worked in the same canvas live. Cowork does that for AI-assisted problem solving. It eliminates the handoff. Let's recap what makes Claude Cowork genuinely different. It's the only AI product with native shared context multiplayer sessions. It has role-aware response tailoring per participant. It integrates directly into Claude Projects for persistent knowledge, and it supports Async replay so nothing gets lost when someone's offline. AI is moving from a solo tool to a team infrastructure layer. Claude Cowork is the clearest signal yet that the future of AI isn't one person and one chat box. It's whole teams thinking together, amplified. If you want to go further, check the Claude API docs at docsanthropic.com/cowork. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more deep dives on AI tools and developer infrastructure every week. Drop a comment. What's the first use case you'd try with Claude Cowork?